how is the selection process like? What are the different stages like the aptitude test, the psychometry, the interview?
They check your very minute details like color of the stock stripping say. Lots of politics are going on in the management itself. I have 2-3 people who have gone out because they did not clear their papers. They will throw you out if you're not performing well.
Hello and welcome back to our channel, guys. Today we have a student from Chimes Indigo Cadet Pilot Program. We'll be asking him a lot of questions about Indigo's Cadet Pilot Program at Chimes. Thanks a lot for joining. And for someone who has absolutely no idea about Cadet Pilot Program, can you briefly explain about what Cadet Pilot Program is all about?
Yes, so basically, Cadet Pilot Program is a Blessure airline program in which they provide you CPL plus type rating. So it differs from airline to airline. So basically, in Indigo, they give you type rating on Airbus 320s after your CPL completion, which is basically after 200 hours.
All right. Okay, so are there any basic eligibility requirement like age, education, or medicals before applying?
Yes, sir. So you have to be 17 years and you have to do your 10 plus 2 in physics, maths, and English. If you do not have physics and maths, you can do it to NIOS, provided you have to score 50% in each subject.
All right. And how is the selection process like? What are the different stages like the aptitude test, the psychometry, the interview, and how can one prepare for it?
Okay, so basically you have to first apply to their portal, then select your CV. After that, you have to go for an ADAPT test. Okay, so in ADAPT, you have basic physics and maths. Maths is like board mass principle and all those. Okay. Very basic questions they'll ask, but it's a time-based quiz. So you have to be prepared and for Chimes, I feel Symbiotic software is more than enough to prepare for adapt test. Once you clear your adapts, they will call you for your JD, which is group discussion and personal interview. So once you clear a group discussion, then they'll schedule a personal interview. And that personal interview is scheduled with the airline representatives, not with the Chimes UK.
Mhm. So if someone is planning to go there and join and give the entrance process, so can you guide them how to prepare for this particular entrance process?
Okay. For the entrance process, you basically have to take a subscription of Symbiotic software. Okay. So in that you will have multiple questions like physics, maths, your hand-eye coordination test, your past test, and your general aptitude as well. Okay, so these all you get attempts in that. I guess 10 attempts you will get in that, which you can play it repetitively, which is more than enough for you to prepare for this test, adapt test. Okay. So after that, if you're good in your communication, then you can easily sail through your group discussion and your personal interview. Okay, but in personal interview, I will give a they check your very minute details like color of the socks you can say, what you're wearing. Basically, your grooming standard should be up to the mark as if you're appearing for an airline interview after you're done with your CPL.
Mhm.
You have to keep your grooming standards up to the mark.
All right. So for Adapt and all the app that the software that you told is enough. And if you are good at communication and you are good to go for your group discussion and your personal interview, right?
Yeah, if you are not good in communication, so basically there are private classes which provide you the insights and overview how exactly the group discussion, how to represent yourself in group discussion, how to present, how to put your points in the group discussion. So if you're not good at it, then you can go on Google and you can search for the classes. There are plenty of classes.
All right. And how tough is it if you had to rate from 1 to 10?
Actually, that depends on person to person. If someone is not good in communication, so for him it can be tough. And the person who is good in communication and the person who has a great knowledge about how to use the phraseologies and all and how to represent for him or her, it is very easy.
Mhm. All right. And where does the training take place and how long does it usually take to complete everything?
Okay, so this has two stages. One is your ground classes and second is your flying training. So ground classes takes place in Delhi, which is in Gurgaon sector 46. And second is your flying training. So flying training can happen either in Nimach or in Dhara, which is located in Madhya Pradesh.
Okay.
It is decided by management itself, depending on how the queue is and how it is. But basic is that ground classes will held in Delhi itself. There is no other option for ground classes, but the basis, flying basis would be choose from management itself, whether they have to put you in Dana or whether they have to put you in Nimach.
All right, all right. And if someone has already cleared their DGC exam independently, then will they still have to go through the ground classes?
Yes, you have to sit for your ground classes minimum 4 months, regardless of anything, whether you have cleared your papers or whether you haven't. If you haven't, then 6 months is necessary. If not, then 4 months.
All right, all right. And what is the total cost of the entire program, and what all things are included in like your ground classes, your flying, your accommodation, uniform, exam fees? Are those all included in the fees, and how much is it?
So as of now, it is 95 lakhs. It can increase near in future based on few surcharges and all. They keep on prices keep on varying. And this includes your basic accommodation plus your ground classes plus your flying training, your SPL, FR12, these charges, your visa charges provided if you're going outside the India for your type rating. Ticket is also included for type rating if you're going outside the India for type rating.
Okay.
And mostly for type rating, nowadays they're keeping it India itself. But if you're going outside, then I guess accommodation is also provided.
Okay. And after completing the cadet pilot program, is there a job guarantee?
That depends on your flying performance and your ground training, how much you score in your ground training classes. Okay, so if you're not performing good enough in your flying, then there are chances you might have to drop the course itself. They'll remove you from the course.
Okay.
Because in my batch, there are many students who had to give up on their flying. So now they're doing it through conventional way.
So in the middle of the training, if you're not doing well enough, then they can just drop you out. We can't train you.
Yes.
And how long after completing the cadet pilot course do cadet usually get placed in the airline? Is it directly after you complete the course you get in the airline, or is there a waiting period?
Oh, waiting period is there. That all depends on the demand and supply of the industry. If they have a demand, then they'll wrap you up within, next 2 months after your type rate. If they have a long queue waiting, then you'll have to wait for, let's say, 1 year after course completion, after you're done with the type rating.
All right. And would you recommend this program for aspiring pilots?
See, my suggestion would be it is better you choose an international pathway rather than going to a domestic. Lots of politics are going on in the management itself, within instructor itself. If you're not performing well, they will not train you. CFI is also very, very lazy. If you tell him that you have to take check his schedule, he'll be like, okay, fine, let's do it tomorrow. You go, you ask him tomorrow, he'll be like, okay, now I'm busy. Let's do it after 2 days. So he's very lazy in his task. He all depends on his. If he is willing to take, he'll take it. If not, then you are delayed. This is what laid back attitude is not good, I feel. So, and on top of that, they do not give you personal attention. I feel this is with the every Indian FTO what I feel. If the cadet is not performing, then they will not train you up to the standards, or they'll just give up you. They'll give up on you and they'll be like, you are on your own now. You perform, you don't perform, your matter. How much you do. Whatever you do. But they won't find a cause why that cadet is not performing. So which I feel is completely wrong. And yeah, so in the international, I have seen many people from international pathway sailing through it in a very proper way. Like the training and everything was proper, and very few people have been, eliminated from the course. They've gone out because their disciplinary action is what I have heard through international pathway.
Yeah.
But they have not got, gone out from the course because of any issue, flying issues, or you can say any other issues. sort of issues. Most of the people, I have 2, 3 people who have gone out because they did not clear their papers.
The DGCA papers.
Yes, yes. Because there's a criteria, you have to clear all your 4 papers. If you do not clear that, then you are not supposed to go for flyers. They won't send you for flying. In 6 months, it's a very short period. How to complete the classes? This has to be changed. I feel personally, because not everyone has the same capability to understand and to clear the paper in first attempt.
All right. And between cadet and conventional, what will you choose?
My suggestion would be, if you have money, we can go for the cadet. If you don't have money and you still want to become a pilot, choose a conventional route.
Okay.
Moreover, less it is going to cost you a same only nowadays. Because even if you go for typewriting, they're charging you 25 lakhs for typewriting. You will do your CPL, even if you're doing an Indian CPL, it will cost you not more than 70 lakhs now in today's scenario. 25, and then again you'll have to pay for your airline training, which is almost going to 1.2 only.
Mm-hmm. All right. And if you had any final advice for someone who is planning to join Chimes for Indigo Cadet Pilot Program?
Okay, so if you are good with your motor skills or with your hand-eye coordination, this surely you can go ahead. But if you do not have, and if you feel that you really need a personal attention, please, my suggestion would be not to join any Indian FTO for that matter, not just Science, any Indian FTO for that matter. It is better it's wait till international pathing, then clear it, and then come back to India and then learn India.
Hmm. All right. I think I am done with my questions. If you have anything else that you think it is important for someone to know, then you can let them know if about your experience or anything at Chimes or any story or something that you want to share.
That's it also from my side, because I have given a major overview what I felt during my training period. Yeah, but if you do not have motor skills, my suggestion would be please improve your motor skills and then go for it. Because what happens, some of the cadets, they practice on symbiotics and then they're like, I know hand-eye coordination and I've done it. And then in a flying training, they're not able to perform properly. Then their time almost they'll waste their time, then waste their parents' money, then waste their instructors, behind. So before doing that, it is better to, think on your whether you are able to perform or not properly. Because in conventional way, any which ways, they are not going to throw you out from the academy, because they know that you're the only one who is going to pay for them. But if you're going for cadet, they will throw you out if you're not performing well. And your everything will be wasted. Your efforts, your money, you will not be mentally stable.
If you want me to continue the series and make more such videos on some other flying school, then you can let me know in the comments which flying school you want me to cover next. And if you yourself are a student of a particular flying school and you want to share some insights about this school, then you can fill a form which is attached in the description, from where we'll set up a quick anonymous call and you can share your thoughts about a particular school there. And guys, do not take this video as a guide to avoid or join any particular flying school. Do your own research, because this is based on one student's personal experience at a flying school. So do your own research and then only decide which flying school you want to join or avoid. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.